What's up, guys? My name is Mike. I'm 21 years old and I do e-commerce for a living. In this video, I wanted to show you a actual case study, $0 to $100,000 in just 1 month. I'll put a picture of it on screen now and I'll show you the store in a couple seconds. But when I first started dropshipping, all I was doing was watching YouTube and TikTok and watching all these YouTubers and TikTokers, and I was testing the strategies that they were using. However, I just couldn't get any results. The reason why is because these guys actually haven't dropshipped in over 4 years. They make all of their money from their ZenDrop affiliate and their YouTube links and their $50 a month Discords. With that being said, I want to show you guys, provide as much value as possible and walk you through every step of the way how I built this brand from the ground up and got it to be a 7-figure business in just 30 days. So guys, we're going to get started right away. I'm going to show you the store first, and then I'm going to get to how I found the product and then what I did from there. So let's get right into it. All right, guys, so this is the product. We'll get into the product later, but this is the dashboard. As you can see, $100,000 in 30 days. Let me refresh this for you guys. You can see that this is indeed real. Click on this. You can see the graph and everything. So my day one was a $997 day one. Instantly knew this product's gonna be a banger. Any sales on day one on Facebook is extremely good, let alone $997. So obviously I knew this product was gonna hit, so I decided to make a case study. But as you can see, gradually scaling up, and then, you know, obviously ad account went down, I think. Oh wait, no, the ad account didn't go down. I think my winning creative got rejected here. So I had to make some tweaks, and then we had to gradually scale up again. But as you can see, you know, we had some low days, had some good days, had some really low days, you know, consistent, you know, anywhere between 1 to 5K days. And then here we went on a crazy run. Here I actually found 3 new winning creatives, went on a fucking absolute run, generational run right here. Where we were doing consistent 5K days for like 2 weeks, or like a week, I guess, on the graph. And this is just December 2nd to January 2nd. I actually ran this product until probably about 2 days ago. But yeah, so it cuts off here, but you can see I was doing generational numbers here. You know, we were doing 5K days for, like I said, about 2 weeks. And then right here we did an 8K day. I think the peak was January 4th. I think we did like 12K. But yeah, or January 5th maybe, I don't know, because January 2nd was like a $4,100 day. One of the creatives got rejected. Same thing, went to the drawing board. You know, I'm going to show you guys all of that. We're going to get into it, and I'm going to show you what I did when the creatives got rejected and how I was able to continue scaling this brand. But anyways, guys, let's get straight into the product. I'm going to go over how I found the product in 2 seconds. I'm going to show you the product on the spy tool that I'm using, and then I'm going to show you guys the website that I built around this product. So let's get right into it. All right, guys, so this is PP Ads. This is where I do all of my product research, and it is pretty expensive. It's like $200 a month, I think. However, there is a tool. It's called EcomTools. It's a Discord server where essentially they set you up with your own private browser, give you all of the logins to like PP Ads, ChatGPT, CapCut, Canva Pro, literally anything you can need when dropshipping. It's a super important tool, really good resource for you guys. It's only $25 a month. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. But this is PP Ads, like I said, where I do all my product research. The first thing you do is you log into the PP Ads, and then you get all of these filters, and you gotta know what kind of filters you're looking for. So first things first, e-com platform, we're gonna go with Shopify. Country, we're gonna go USA. Sometimes I like to look at other countries, but for the purpose of this video, because this is how they found the project or the product, we're gonna go USA. So English, CTA, always shop now, and then we're gonna go impressions. We do 10,000 to 40,000, because again, we're looking for a product that's scaling currently. Like rate, we go 1.5% minimum, and then what we do is first seen we'll do 7 days ago, and everything else is it's good to go. So you'll see all of these different creatives, and essentially you get to see, you know, exactly who's scaling, like, let me try to find a good example. So this is a good example. For example, it's been running for 2 days, has almost 10,000 impressions. So we can assume from that data, this person spent at least $100 on ads. If they've been running for 2 days, there's a good chance that their day one did okay. If not, they probably wouldn't be running it still. But, even then, $100, not that great of a judge. And I like to base all of these off of $10 CPMs, because these people are all running on TikTok. So, like this person is a better example. This person spent at least $200 at $10 CPM. And they're selling this, not even sure what they're selling. This Hello Kitty thing that you put your feet in and it warms them up. Okay, cool. So I don't need to look at that. But anyways, they have 20,000 impressions in 2 days. Not a bad product to look for. But anyways, this is exactly how I found the product. And I want to show you guys the product now, just so that, you guys can see the product that I ran. So let me find it real quick and then I'll start the recording again. All right, guys, so this is the product that I was running. As you can see, 2.2 million impressions in 6 days, 3 ads. They ran this December 29th to January 16th. So that's around the same time I stopped this product. But anyways, guys, these are the creatives. And I ripped these creatives right off of PP ads. So I literally just downloaded them, launched it on Facebook, and then bam, that's all I did. So as you can see, the creatives are pretty damn simple. And as you can see, they're literally just different hooks. Not even different hooks. This person's running the same creative. I made different hooks on my videos, and I'll show you all those videos in later on in the video. But yeah, I mean, so this is just this is the product. And I just wanted to show you how I got to that. And so I saw this person. I saw this was at like, I think 30K impressions in 2 days. And I was like, okay, like this person's spending a fair amount of money. They're starting to scale. I think it'd probably be a good idea to try to get in on this. And so that's what I did. So let's get right into the website design and show you guys exactly how I built out the website for this product, the website and the landing page that generated 100K in 30 days. All right, guys, so here it is. This is the landing page that I scaled 0 to 100,000 in 30 days. So really quickly, you'll notice that the logo is blurred out as well as any branding on the website. The reason for this is because I might actually use this branding again for a different product because it's pretty general. It's not relating to Porsche or hoodies at all. So for that reason, I'm going to blur it out just in case on the off chance that I do use it again. But let's get right into this. First things first, you'll see the product here. It's the hoodie. Obviously, we added the urgency, hot product, sold out twice. Add urgency to the website. There's certain things that I'm going to talk about that you should add. But adding urgency makes it so that people don't just keep this in their Safari tabs and then click off of it and then be like, yo, I'll just buy that next week. You want them to buy it right now. You want them to click on the link, go to the landing page, add to cart, and then purchase. You don't want them to forget about it. You don't want them to think about it for a week and then be like, oh, okay, I don't need this, or I don't want this as bad as I thought I did. You want your ad to capture your target audience. You want them to come to the landing page and then purchase, right? So the title was just the 1990s Porsche zip-up hooded sweatshirt. Pretty long title, honestly. Like, again, this was not meant to be the actual landing page that I scaled with. This is just my testing lander. So, but I actually didn't do any CRO, didn't update anything. I ran it just like you see it here. So we have the rated 4.8 stars by 1,500 plus customers. The benefits here: high quality, stylish, affordable. Ships within 24 hours. This is Shrine theme, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that already, but Shrine is the only theme you should be using on Shopify. For the bundle and save options, I did an extra 10% off on 2. I was running a upsell with this product. The upsell was literally just a hat that matches the hoodie. And my AOV was like $60 almost, obviously before shipping. So pretty damn good. Of course, running shipping protection on this one. Instead of shipping protection, I called it priority processing plus free refunds, and I charged $4.95 for that as well. The shipping I was running was $9.95, and the upsell was I think $17.95. So all of that, information. Again, just want to keep this super transparent with you guys. But yeah, so ships in 24 hours here. I have some social proof, just some videos of the hoodie with different captions. The featured in tab, obviously Vogue and style. I don't know why. Adding just like this featured in tab with, recognizable fashion magazines instantly increases your conversion rate. Down here, obviously, I have, all of these, tracked and insured shipping, guarantee if you don't like it, or them, we'll accept all returns, hassle-free exchanges, and then the 5.0 Google reviews, so 5-star rating. And we have a picture up close of the embroidery. We have we let our customers speak for us, and then we have our testimonials here. We have our quality. We went with affordable, quality, and comfort. And then we have our Trustpilot reviews here at the bottom. So the Trustpilot reviews, again, you want to have as many reviews as possible, as many reviews and testimonials on your website, because the more people think people purchased it and were happy, the more likely they're going to purchase it. Obviously, if you have 2 reviews on your website, people may be like, okay, only 2 people have purchased this. I don't know how I feel about that, but you want as many as possible. So obviously up here we did 1067 reviews, and then down here we just have the FAQs of how the hoodies fit, what the return policy is, and then how long shipping takes. And then we have the disclaimer that we're not affiliated with any name brands or anything. Didn't want Porsche to come after me, obviously, but there's no, other than the logo and everything, there's no Porsche branding or anything. So this is and this isn't a product that's like sold by Porsche. I don't think, at least. I don't know. I ran this pretty fast. Saw it on TikTok, and decided to move it over to Meta. But that's the website, guys. What you'll notice on the website, what I want to get into, is number one, the urgency. You got to give these people urgency, because if they don't have urgency, again, they're gonna save it for later, come back another time, and then you might have lost them. Next thing is, you'll notice on the website, because the offer was just low up front, plus shipping in the back end, shipping protection, and then upsells to build up the AOV, there wasn't really a great angle for marketing other than 50% off, obviously, or 66% off, or it should be 50. I don't know, that's a mistake too, but it should be 50% off here. There wasn't really a lot of marketing angles I could go with this, so the product kind of had to sell itself, which it indeed did. But over here we got the waves, obviously part of Shrine theme. But yeah, and then obviously social proof, customer reviews, and then testimonials, and then information, like right there, the chart, the FAQs. You want to give these people as much information as possible. You don't want them to do any research. You want them to stay on the website, have everything they possibly need there. And then, obviously buy 2 to increase the AOV as well. But that's pretty much it. Super simple website. Again, this is just my testing lander. If I were to build out an actual brand, I would probably do a lot more with the lander. But this was literally just a test that did phenomenal, and I decided to scale it up really quickly. But with that being said, let's move into the creative aspect, and I want to show you the ad account, and I'm going to show you a few of the creatives that I made. It would take me literally 15 hours to go through all the creatives, but I want to get into the ad account next, show you guys that, and then show you all the campaigns I had, how everything did, and then we'll get into the profit margins, and then the creative work, and then we'll do everything. So yeah, that's the website. Super simple. So let's jump into the ad account now. All right, guys, so we're in the ad account now, and I wanted to show you this. So this is from the 2nd of December to the 2nd of January. But I want to show you guys this starting with day 1 and how I scaled this and what I did. So as far as testing goes, it was difficult to test because there was only 3 different clips of these hoodies. So what I ended up doing was rearranging the clips as many times as I could using different hooks, different call to actions, and different copy in the actual creatives. So what you'll realize when you're testing is that day 1 testing is almost never testing if the product is a winner. What you're testing on day 1 is your creatives, you're testing your lander, you're testing all of these different things. People get caught up on the whole like winning product thing, but it's not necessarily whether a product is a winner, it's whether a creative is a winner, right? So I hope that makes sense. But day one is rarely, all about the product. It's about, multiple different things. So coming into day one, I spent, I believe, I ended up spending $900 on day one. So I had 3 campaigns. So I had the day one test C, the day one test T, and then the day one test, which was just the first campaign that I launched. So you'll see that these campaigns actually ran for quite some time, and they got a lot of purchases. So what you'll see here on my columns is I have the amount spent, purchase ROAS, and then the results, and then the total spent here, $34,000, which again, I ran it a little bit longer than, this month, but for the purpose of the video, I'm just gonna be going over this month. But as you can see, we had 3 different campaigns, and so the campaign setups were simple. So basically how they went was my day one test original campaign was literally just the 3 ads that I downloaded off of PP ads. That was it. The day one test T was TikTok clips. So basically what I did is I downloaded the videos raw off of TikTok, made my own captions on the videos, put my own copy, my own call to actions, and my own hooks, and then I launched that. So there's 3 creatives in the day one test, 3 creatives in the TikTok test, and then day one test C was I rearranged the clips of the TikTok videos. So in total, on day one, I tested 9 different creatives with different hooks and CTAs, and I tested obviously the 1 lander and 1 product. Again, I knew this product was going to do decent because, TikTok, it was absolutely ripping. But I decided to launch it on Facebook because, I didn't think I could compete with, this scale that this person was at on TikTok at the time when I saw these ads. So, yeah, but I just vertically scaled these campaigns for a little while. I don't think I launched another campaign until I think maybe on the 6th. I launched the Winning Creatives campaign, which didn't do as good as I hoped, but I launched these 3 campaigns and vertically scaled them until about the 7th, which you'll see is my next campaign that I made. But these were doing very, very well. As you can see, the ROAS was a bit over 3.5, which is really fucking good. And you can scale super hard if your ROAS is above a 3. So any ROAS above a 3 is good. Any profitable ROAS is good, obviously. But, if you want to run at pretty good margins, 3 is, around the ROAS you want to be. But obviously just pay attention to your break even and know, what you're spending, what you can spend, and yeah, just go from there. But all of these ROASs were profitable ROASs. Obviously some were better than others, like these campaigns were doing really, really good. But yeah, so as you can see, first thing, the day one test, all 3 of the campaigns. So the day one test C did not do good at all. So I ended up just cutting that at about $60 in spend. And then, I just completely cut that campaign, didn't touch it. Now, typically on Facebook, if you are running a day one test, it's okay to only get a couple of sales on day one. You don't need to be profitable on day one because, again, day one tests rarely about the product. You're testing multiple things. It's okay if you're not profitable on day one as long as you get a couple sales. If you get no sales, obviously take a look, look into, whether you get a lot of traffic coming to the store, what your click-through rate was, what your CPMs were. Obviously judge off of those analytics. You can kind of view that data and figure out, what was the problem? Was it my creatives? Was it my product? Was it my lander? What was it, right? But like I said, super simple. Day one was amazing. We did about $900. If I can open up the day one and show you. So let me go over to that. So just to show you guys, and again, I didn't spend, $6,000 on day one. I spent probably about $300, but let me pull up the Shopify for day one and show you. Okay guys, so this is the day one on Shopify. As you guys can see, we did almost $1,000 on day one, and I believe we spent about $300. So at day one, we were about a 3 ROAS, which is very, very promising for Facebook. On TikTok, I've seen this happen multiple times. I've been at a 20 ROAS on day one before on TikTok. 3 ROAS right off the rip on Meta is absolutely absurd. So from this point on, I literally knew, I was like, okay, dude, like I need to scale this product. Let me just mass test creatives, right? Let me just mass test the vertical scale, see how this works. And then bam, we already had winning creatives at this point. We already knew what we were doing. We cut our campaign middle of the day when it spent like $60 because the other ones were just ripping. And yeah, we ended the day off at a 3 ROAS on Facebook, which day one is absurd. But yeah, you can see that, and then let me go ahead and open up day 2 here, show you the progress. Go to apply day 2. So as you can see, we had somehow a 6% returning customer rate, but our day 2 was $1,700. And I'm just going to show you guys all the data from just these 3 campaigns, and I'll get into the creatives and show you a couple of examples of those as well. But yeah, I mean, these campaigns were absolutely cooking. 1764 on day 2 on Facebook is fucking amazing. Again, we were above a 3 ROAS on day 2, so that's fucking amazing as well. Typically you're not going to see that. I don't know how this did so well, but let's go ahead and get into day 3 of running the product. Day 3 was a $2,500 day. Again, with the returning customers, I'm not sure. Again, I test multiple products. It's kind of a general store, which I test a lot of products on, but yeah, I mean, returning customer rate 4.6%. Those targeting campaigns on the Pixel were ridiculous, but yeah, I mean, so 2,500 on day 3 is nothing to complain about. And then if we show you, day 5, now we're doing 3,500, and we were just vertically scaling these campaigns from this point. On day 6, we did 4,400, and then on day 7, this is when we launched the new campaigns, because day 7, middle of the day. Not middle of the day. I think I woke up around like 6:37 maybe. But you'll see, we weren't doing a lot of sales, and it was kind of like alarming. It was like, okay, what's going on here? Unfortunately, all 3 of my winning creatives got rejected, so I had to launch midday new creatives. And so what I did was on the I think it was the campaign T for the TikTok ones. What I did was I just replaced the current creatives that were rejected with new ones, because the campaign was already out of learning. It already had a bunch of data. Pixel at this point had, well over 300 sales. So, I just decided to replace the creatives and continue running it. And then obviously it picked back up, started spending on the new creatives. New creatives were ripping, and we ended the day off at 3,500. So let's go back into the ad account and talk some more about what I was doing right before I show you guys these creatives that I was running. All right, guys, so we're back in the ad account, and I want to show you. So we launched a new campaign on the 7th, as well as we updated this one, I believe. So day 1 test 1 was actually still good. So this was still good. And then the day 1 test T, which had, I think, 3 of my winning creatives, like all 3 of the creatives were fire. They all got rejected. So what I did was I updated the creatives. It continued spending, and this was actually at a 4 or 5 ROAS around that time. But yeah, I mean, it gradually went down and down as I scaled. Probably didn't scale this correctly. I'm fairly new to meta ads. Everything that I learned dropshipping wise, media buying, I learned on TikTok. I've been running TikTok ads for probably 4 years. I just recently moved over to Meta in like September, maybe August, but yeah. So this was kind of like my first. This is my second time scaling a product on Meta. My first time was probably back in December when I did another like 150K on a different product. But yeah. So 7th launched a new campaign, and then fixed these. These ones were still doing good. These creatives right here were still doing fire, so we kept everything on. 7, this campaign really didn't do too hot. 2.26 ROAS, not bad, but at that point I was like, okay, these hooks aren't working, which was interesting because For the 7T, I copied the winning creative, like all the copy and the winning creatives on day one test T, the ones that got rejected. I copied all of that text and put them on these ones, so I was kind of confused as to why this one wasn't ripping like the other one. But anyways, nonetheless, 2 days later, rejection again. So I launched the 9C campaign, and then this one was surprisingly again still running. I don't know how. This one was completely fine. The ones that I ripped straight off of PP ads, but so then I had these two campaigns running on the 9th, and then I gradually just started scaling up and up and up. I tried testing value. Value didn't work out for me, as you can see. 1 ROAS, not what we're looking for. I tried Advantage Plus, didn't work out for me at all. I had a couple of good campaigns, like the new T campaign, 4 ROAS, beautiful. I got almost 160 website purchases at a 3.3 ROAS in this campaign, which was the 11T. So we were doing pretty good. As you can see up here, we had, for some reason, a 0.96 ROAS. Advantage Plus shopping, they just don't work for me. I know a lot of people who swear by it, but for me, they just don't fucking work. So I stopped running those completely. But here, same thing. We had the 18T campaign, 1.7 ROAS. It was good at first, but then it just gradually started tanking. The reason why these campaigns all have such low ROASs, like 1.6, 1.8, 1.7, is because the creatives just kept getting rejected. No matter what I did, the creatives were getting rejected. So, which is why I was saying it would take me 15 hours to show you guys all the creatives, because there was just so many that, I was testing hooks, CTAs, copy, clips, etc. Literally everything, zooming in, doing everything I could to try to get these creatives approved and not, have them die in a day or two. But yeah, as you can see, we kept scaling, kept on going hard. We had 3 ROAS in this campaign, super sick. Creatives got rejected. Same thing with the M. Same exact thing here. Here, same thing. Creatives just got rejected. Let me try to inch up here and see what I can show and what I can't. So I believe this is it. So this was the final day running the product. It was or the final day for the case study. It was these are 1-3, I guess, because I didn't make new creatives on 1-2. But you'll see the ROAS was insane on this campaign, super good. ROAS were pretty shit on these other campaigns because the creatives kept getting rejected. This campaign was really good, but yeah, I just wanted to show you all the back end thing so you can see how I was scaling this. And vertically, what I was doing is raising the budget 10% every single day. So if I started the campaign at $100, I would raise the budget to $110 day 2. Day 3, I would raise the budget to $120. Day 4, I would raise the budget to $150. And I just gradually kind of vertically scaled like that. What I find on Meta is that whenever I double the budget, especially midday, the campaign just doesn't perform at all. I don't know why. I don't know what the reason is. But I find, vertically scaling at, around 10%, maybe 20% per day works the absolute best for scaling on Meta. But yeah, I want to show you guys the Shopify now and walk you through kind of, what I was doing and show you, just how much those winning creative rejections hurt the business and how this could have been potentially a $300,000 store at scale if, my creatives just didn't keep getting rejected. All right, guys, so we're back in the Shopify. So I want to show you guys, let's just go from 9 to 19, probably. This is when I was facing the most rejections. So this 10-day span, we did almost $30,000 in revenue. And you'll see, the 9th cooking, 4,400 in sales. I thought the 10th was going to be a 6K day. Unfortunately, the 10th was a 1.7K day. The reason why is because all of my winning creatives got rejected. And then, bam, the 11th was even worse. Again, I tried launching the new campaign, which you saw on the ad account, the 9th. The creatives just were not doing good. It started cooking on the 9th. I believe that was the 9th. Yeah, on the 9th, they were kind of cooking, but they just got rejected again on the original campaign, which I just replaced them with. And then the new campaign I made on the 9th, the creatives just stunk. So then we made new creatives again. You know, on the 12th we did 1,500. On the 13th we did 1,600. And then on the 14th we did 2,200. And then we just gradually kept scaling. Again, we would launch new campaigns, testing new creatives, new hooks, new CTAs. And then bam, we found the winners again. And then, you know, we faced another issue. More creatives got rejected. And then it was kind of like an uphill battle. So if you look at a graph on Facebook, it should start like down here and then gradually raise up like this, but not go down at all. Just gradually raises up. So like even if we look at this whole time span, if we go December 2nd to like the 31st even, you'll see the scale is fucked, dude. Like it should honestly be, it should start here, go up and 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 up. It should not be choppy like this. This is a TikTok graph, if I've ever seen one. This is just not what a meta graph should look like, especially over the span of a month. But it just goes to show, you know, creative rejections, you know, things will happen inside the business, especially when scaling. You have to be able to pivot. You have to be able to kind of, okay, cool, my creatives got rejected. Let's try more one. You know, let's have 9 creatives, you know, in the chamber ready to go for the new creatives that get rejected. You know, you have to be able to pivot within business. You know, if you can't, business isn't for you. But yeah, you can see the graph, you know, it's super choppy. You know, the creative rejections really hurt this. And, you know, if we did just gradually scale up and up and up, you know, by around day, this was day 4 of running. By around day 10 of running, we should have been at 10K days at scale and been able to scale this to about 300K in the time that we were able to scale it to 100K. But yeah, I mean, we just, the creative rejections just killed the business, honestly. And I pivoted as much as I could. You know, obviously doing all this a one-man show. You know, I was running the ads, I was making the creatives, I made the website, I found the product. I do everything myself. I don't outsource anything. So, you know, with all that being said, it was a lot of work. You know, I managed to still do 100K in 30 days, but, you know, was it worth it? Probably not. I probably could have found a different product that didn't have so many creative rejections and scaled it just as hard, you know, and actually done 300K instead of 100. But I want to get into the actual creative side of things and show you the creatives that, you know, I was running, the ones I made on TikTok, and show you examples and what I mean by CTAs, hooks, you know, copy and everything. So let's just get right into that, and then we'll probably wrap up the video on Tripleware, where I'll show you exactly how much I profited in this 30 days so you can get a realistic idea of actually how much money you can make by dropshipping. Because a lot of people think that, you know, paid ads, you know, if I'm making 100K in a month, I'm spending 90K on paid ads. It's just super unrealistic. So yeah, let's get into the content side of things now. All right, guys, so I'm on Canva right now, just cooked up a little presentation to show you a couple of examples of creatives, and I want to explain them and, you know, walk through them all and show you guys. So first things first, this is the OG creative that was straight ripped. I don't know how long I can play because there's like music in it, but okay, so we'll just play a couple seconds. This literally all it said was 1990s Porsche hoodie, and then at the end there was a call to action. The call to action I think was like get now or buy now or something. What was the call to action? Okay, there wasn't even a call to action. It was just a simple ass creative with a hook that was literally just 1990s Porsche hoodie. Super easy, super simple, super straightforward. People love this creative. I don't know why. But yeah, you know, I wouldn't think this would be a winning creative, but it was. Let's move on to the next one. Same thing, 1990s Porsche hoodie. The only thing that's different is they added the greater than symbol because they're trying to say that this is, you know, this is a great hoodie, right? So this is a great hoodie. You know, we'll add that. Super, super simple. But that is, you know, that's that. Super straightforward. Again, there's some different clips here, you know, link in bio. Check our website was the call to action. Not a very good call to action. Would never expect this creative to do well. However, it did. All right, sorry guys. Moving on to the actual creatives that I was making. We're just going to show you 2 of the T examples, just so you guys can see what you're looking for. Again, I don't know how long I can play. I guess I'll just play the whole video for you, but as you can see, finally found the perfect hoodie. And then there's it was only $24 in there. And then sale ends tonight at midnight, get yours now. This creative was my winning creative that I ran for the longest. And this creative, I believe, just this creative had almost a 6 ROAS with over 200 purchases. So this one did phenomenal. Again, we just added the 24 songs in the background, added some music, changed up the text a little bit, made it our own. And then we just launched the same thing. And again, as far as editing went, you know, let's say when this creative went down, we would literally just change up the hooks, change up the call to actions, change up the text and the copy and the creatives, and then add a new song, and then maybe cut up the clips a tiny bit, get them reapproved. Next up, this was the last video, this last creative that I have for example. Again, I could go through all of them. It would take me almost a day. There was so many creatives. I tried showing you guys all the campaigns I had because of the rejections, all the ups and lows on the Shopify. Went through a ton of creatives running this product. So it's the last one I'm going to show you guys, but you know, I just want to give you a kind of idea of what winning creatives looked like for this product. So hook here was POV, your $24 push hoodie just came in the mail. The song is just I don't like Drake, but soon link in bio. Again, this is me being lazy. Probably should have made sure this was covered up, but it wasn't. Creative still ripped. And then, you know, get yours now was the call to action on this one. But yeah, super simple, straightforward. Just want to show you guys a couple examples of the winners that I had, just to show you guys how fucking easy and simple this actually is. And yeah, again, I had so many other creatives. You know, it just kind of all came down to how many I wanted to go over. You know, or like I said, this has been almost 5 minutes for just 4 creatives. If I went through all 1,500, it wasn't actually 1,500, but it's probably over 100 creatives. If I went through all of them, it would take me all day. So yeah, I just want to show you a couple of examples. This one right here was by far my number 1 creative. I'm running this whole thing throughout the whole time I ran it. But yeah, guys, so moving on to Triple Whale now. I'm going to show you guys the margins of all of the products. I'm going to show you the margins and show you how profitable I was. And that'll be the end of the video here. All right, guys, so here we are. Here is the Triple Whale, as you can see, December 2nd to January 2nd. I just want to show you guys the profit margin, show you exactly how much profit I made while running this business, just so you guys can get an idea of, you know, just exactly how much you can make realistically in a month if you do 100K in sales. So as you can see, guys, $101,009 in sales in, as you can see, 30 days. On ads, we spent about $31,000, and our ROAS was about a 3.21 overall. If we take a look at our metrics here, it says we did $21,667 in profit. That's actually wrong. I'll get more into that in a second here. And our ROAS was actually 3.21, same, you know, links up. As you can see, our margins were about 31%, or our margins were about 21%, sorry. It's actually wrong. I'm going to explain that to you. So we were charging shipping for some reason, and this is Triple Whale. I highly recommend getting Triple Whale. It's like $160 a month. It is so worth it. But yeah, margin's wrong, but you know, like I said, we'll get into that. 31,451 in ads. I'm going to skip past that real quick. Here's the web analytics. We had a 4% conversion rate overall, 30,900 people or users, 42,500 sessions. Session duration average is about 2 minutes, 87.5% bounce rate, 30,000 new users. New user percentage is 99.97%. Sessions with add to carts, we had 6,500, almost 6,600. Our add to cart rate was about 15.5%, which isn't bad. I'd like it to be a little bit higher, but Cost per edit card was about $4.77, and our cost per session was about 74 cents. Now, if we go over to the Shopify analytics here, you'll see what I mean by we profited more than 21,000. So as you can see, order revenue 101,000, 1,780 orders, $0 in returns, 0 in taxes. However, you know, I'm obviously gonna pay the taxes. I just have to wait. Triple Wheel doesn't track this. I mean, I think it can, maybe. I don't know. I pay my taxes out individually. I don't take them out on Shopify, so that's why it says 0. But true AOV was $50. New customers 96%. AOV was about $50. As you can see, gross sales 89,248. 4% returning customers. And then here down, you'll see 4,185 units sold. And then where is the shipping? So here's the meta ads right there. You could read all that. Our CTR was 6.9%, which is phenomenal. CPC was 85 cents, not bad at all for meta. But here's the expenses. So as you can see, we did $3,000 in just gateway payment processing fees. This was all ran through Shopify's native processor, which I believe they take 2.9 or 2.7%, plus 30 cents each sale. So $3,090 in fees right there. Take that off the profit, which Triple Wheel already did for us. Cost of goods was $33,040. Again, Triple Wheel already took account for all of this in the cost and the profit margins. But this is what I mean here. So shipping, it doesn't actually cost me to ship this because this is drop shipped. The supplier ships it directly from the warehouse to the consumers. So I didn't pay a dime for shipping costs. So technically, you would add this onto the 21,000. So, you know, it would be 11,761 plus, where's the profit? Plus 21,000. So we actually profited about $32,000 off of this store. So in the month, December 2nd to January 2nd, we profited $32,000 off of this store. And so that's a realistic idea of, you know, profit margins and what you actually take away. Because obviously, you know, I didn't make $100,000 in 30 days. I made $32,000 in 30 days, you know, so that gives you kind of like an idea about, you know, cost of goods, payment processing fees, all of these things that nobody talks about. You know, normally people just show you the Shopify dashboard. They're like, I made $1 million this year, you know, when actually they probably made about, you know, 250 to 400,000. But, you know, obviously some people know about that, some people don't. But yeah, so the profit in the store is about $32,000. And I try to be super transparent and show you guys absolutely everything, down to the product research, the creatives, the ad account, the dashboard. Hit the refresh, showed you guys absolutely everything. And I also showed you the, you know, the website development. So if you guys like this video, do me one huge favor, drop a comment, tell me what your favorite part was, tell me what you didn't like about it. I'm going to be dropping more videos in the future. I want to do more case studies. I want to show you guys, share with you some sauce, you know, show you how to do certain things. Anything you guys are confused about, drop it in the comments below. I'll leave a link in the comments as well to my Instagram. If you want to give your boy a follow, appreciate that as well. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos, guys. I hope you appreciate the sauce that was dropped today. And in the future, you see me post a video, you know it's 100% legit and it works. You know, stop giving these YouTubers and TikTokers money with views and using their affiliate links. I want to do a video probably next week. So drop a comment as well, you know, what you want me to make next. And I'll see you guys then.